Do we have other mech warriors? We have people getting out of sick bay soon?
Yes, Commander.
Confirmed.
7 days,
Ready.
7 days.
Right here.
18, 18. So we got 7 days to kill. Unless we're hiring more people. And I don't think there's a ton of stuff on this planet for us to hire for. Because everything is a lot. Destroy base. We could wait the 7 days, which, by the way, let's yeah, we didn't actually lose anything, did we? Anything but broken? No, we just got carved up real bad. 13 grand, that ain't so bad.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
How about here? Nothing broken, 8,400 in a day.
On it.
Cool. How about here? I think we got a little roasted, right? I think we got a little toasty. So you're gonna have to swap out some burned up shit.
I'll get it in the schedule.
4 days, 7 days to get some people back in. This is probably looking like the juiciest thing that I'm seeing. Unless we wanted to go for a 2 skull and an ambush convoy, but ambush convoy, not only it requires us to deal with mechs that are shooting us, it also requires us to chase down stuff that doesn't want to die. So I don't think we're going to be able to do that because we don't have highly mobile mechs and we don't have enough damage to really rip them apart. It was a risk. I think I was lucky to come out as well as I did. Well, it was a risk. You are correct. But that absolutely stuffed some cash in the wallet, which is going to help us move forward with getting ship upgrades and other stuff. Now I could spend 7 days fixing up the mechs and then potentially look into this destroy base. I'm not excited about that, but we could, if it comes down to it, murder the bitches and run. We haven't done it before. It's not to say we couldn't do it. We do have some large lasers. We also have some medium lasers. If we just kind of duck in, spam a bunch of buildings, rip them in half and bail. We could do that if it comes to it. We get a bonus if we kill all the turrets and stuff. Or we could go for the salvage, and there's a lot of salvage. It is a skull and a half, which means we get hurt, at which point we're traveling to another system anyway. So we'll be able to fix up that hurt. So why don't we spend the 7 days, get Theropod and Yukon out of the med bay, get our shit fixed up, and then we will hang around for that base.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Good stuff. Echoes of the past. While planetside with Darius networking for more contracts, the two of you stomp off in a tavern for a drink. You overhear a heated discussion at a nearby table. Middle-aged couple are desperately pleading with a banker, or perhaps a loan shark. Whatever he is, he won't budge. You flash back to a particular moment years ago. Your parents are arguing with debt collectors, pleading for more time. They'd be dead by their own heads in just They'd be dead by their own hands just 2 weeks later. It's 25 grand. It's 25 grand. Darius watches from the bar as you spend the Argo's money on yet another hard luck story. You're well aware of the calculations he's doing, but it doesn't stop you. After tearful thanks and awkward hugs, the couple finally departs. You look after them, hoping their sons or daughters will now have a future with a clear horizon. You know, Commander, Darius says cautiously, we have our own debts to pay, and I'm running out of creative ways to categorize these expenses in the monthly financial reports. Well, it is what it is. You could have threatened the lender, but I don't need more enemies. I could have pleaded with him, but I don't think he gives a shit. Cool. Alrighty. We got our stuff fixed up. We got our dudes out of med bay. Speaking of, maybe it'd be worth investing in that med bay. But in order to get this, I'm gonna need beta pod 2. In order to get that, I'm gonna need 1,000,000 credits lying around, which is kind of a lot. Which brings me to the current conundrum. Money or salvage? The likelihood that we start seeing medium mechs is not a joke. The Skull and a Half has shown us that. It's potentially some oof. But if I take salvage, we don't have the option to run because we have to beat shit up in order to have salvage. So
If anyone wants coffee, I've got a fresh pot going on the forward galley. Pour me a cup. I'll be right there.
I mean, I feel pretty confident about our ability to do this. So I don't think we have to run. I think we can step up and deal with the Skull and a Half. I know it's gonna hurt. We're probably gonna get dinged up pretty bad. I just don't think this is good enough money to cry, you know, go home feeling excited. So we could half and half it. We could do that. I mean, this is 100,000 per piece of salvage.
There are personnel working outside the ship. Do not rotate, radiate, or energize
Let's look.
external electronic equipment.
Let's assume we trip across a medium. We don't finish a medium. We could trip across a Jenner and finish it. Jenner's a good mech. We're still stuck in the light mech category, but I mean, it's a good mech. We could trip across a fire starter. Fire starters are fucking mean. Fighter starters can have 6 lasers, 6 support weapons. This is potentially like 260 alpha damage or something just absolutely dumb. If you just go straight lasers or something, I mean, these can be absolutely devastating. You can kill assault mechs with these if you come around in like just packs that can swarm and claw their armor down. But I do want money. I think I'm gonna do something I don't normally do and go half and half. If there's a fire starter, we got 2 pieces, we can make it happen. Yeah, I think we're gonna go half and half. If we get a little extra cash, it's gonna go somewhere, but you know, it's not 700,000, it's 450. So even if we get like the bonuses and stuff, it's not gonna be a game changer, it's just gonna be a bonus. So that's what we'll do. All right, suit up.
Prepare for combat. Command interface initiated.
You're tasked with destroying several manufacturing structures in the target facility. Move to the facility and start wrecking the buildings. Be wary of security forces, but the buildings should take priority. Good hunting.
Some might call this pretty.
What are your orders, Skipper?
To identify the defending
Roger that,
forces while being far enough away from the turrets to not get murdered by turrets.
On the move.
Yes, Commander.
Roger that. Bandits.
So we got blips.
Engaging jump jets.
Commander? Firing jump jets. Up high.
Alright, so we've got evasion. Real question is if those turrets can reach us with like LRMs and stuff. Okay. Alright, good. So we got a light mech. One. Wondering that might be a vehicle? Oh, it's a vehicle. Okay. Vehicle's less scary.
Waiting for my opening.
A heavy? Great. Well, we're not going done, so... What do we have here? We get eyes on...
Moving to position.
It's only 2 buildings. Oh, okay, it's a striker. Interesting. Jeez, that's a lot of armor. Well, you can't do anything, so... You will brace? We probably don't have the, Probably don't have the... turrets active?
Engaging target.
Do you like having range? Range is nice.
Skipper.
Let's try to keep up with the 4 pips. Let's also try not to get too close to the base.
I'm on him.
A little more stripped.
Good to go. Firing on target.
Nice. Okay.
One more for the trash heap.
Okay, there's turrets.
Ready to rock.
We are evasive. That is a mech. 2 light mechs. Spider as well. Oh, we might have gotten real lucky with this one. We might have gotten real lucky with this. It might be a fire starter. Okay, well, we don't happen to see that, so that's
Light damage, Commander.
it's unfortunate. And there's probably a turret. It's gonna forfeit
What are
its
your orders,
turn.
Skipper?
Okay, not to say that I'm not interested in the spider, because I am interested in the spider. But, oh, I don't want to activate those turrets.
Ready to rock.
Good to go.
I'm gonna fall back a bit.
Confirmed.
I think their light mechs are gonna be looking,
Up high.
getting some information, trying to spot for the base turrets. The further away they go, the better. Spider comes out a little, not gonna happen. Tank doesn't have shots,
Waiting for the skipper. Ready for
nor does the turret. And when I swing around this corner, that might activate that turret. That could do the thing.
Engaging jump jet.
That could as well. What are we looking at? It is a fire starter. Well, wouldn't you know? Okay. Well, we only need 2 pieces, so we could leg this bitch. We just can't kill this bitch.
All weapons to go.
Start working on armor. I think we got a hit in on the leg.
Hey, yup. Fun time.
Okay. Perfectly okay with that.
Critical hit.
Core's looking strong. Core's not looking so strong anymore.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
But it's got a lot of structure, and the turrets are engaged. Commander, Those turrets came active.
Yes, Commander.
Well, now that we know that the turrets are there,
Copy that.
how do we do this? I think we shred this dude's leg.
All weapons, go!
Of course, we could just not shoot the leg at all. I'm completely okay with that, sure. Okay.
Damage minimal.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Take the fire starter alive. You shoot the leg.
Confirmed.
Sweep the leg. That ain't sweeping the leg.
Skipper?
Although it did take its evasion off, which is good. Better shot.
Lifting off.
Unfortunate though. How much? 40. Oh, okay. No, hit this whatever. So, in trees, 2 medium lasers. That's 40 damage. Plus a large laser. Theoretically, if it all goes into the leg, it's going to result in good. Theoretically.
I got you. Ha! You like that?
Commander.
Five. I mean, it could definitely happen. It could definitely happen. I think we'll just do that.
Moving out.
We'll pull back,
Roger that.
get some good side shots in. Didn't really matter very much, but that's okay. I'm just more concerned about the turrets. You're doing fine. Really need to take that leg. We need to take that leg. We want this mission to be, you know, the success that this mission is supposed to be.
Engaging jump jets.
And that involves taking this fucking leg, which is 25 damage. And not more than that. So this is 1 medium laser, 2 medium lasers, 3 medium lasers, 4. So I could not get a kill, assuming all 3 don't go into the core. Yeah. We could even lessen that chance using a small.
Engaging target.
That's a leg. That's a break. That's going to be 3 hits, as long as this pilot doesn't have 4 health.
Damage detected.
There we go. Cool. So we're going to get 3 pieces. That 2 gives us a fire starter. Potentially, if we trip across that last piece, then we're going to get, then we'll at least have, you know, we'll have a little piece of love. Yeah, okay. That's the turrets. Turrets aren't going to be super accurate.
Ready to rock.
All right, you can come right back over here and rip into this dude
Affirmative.
all over again.
Copy that.
Yeah, Spider has a significant amount of armor.
Scored a critical hit.
Very fast and very armored. Not a joke. Not a lot of damage. But I mean, absolutely a
Live
tanky,
damage. Holding for. Yup.
tanky little piece of something.
You got it.
All right, well, you have more than enough health. Just make it go down. Maybe? No, not enough.
Receiving you. Move into position. Roger that.
Cool. All right.
Hostile remove.
We really need to be working on these turrets, though. Do we have a way to spot the turret? Or the vehicle?
Engaging jump jets.
We saw one for a little bit. I suppose that's still slightly better.
Engaging target.
Oh, 2 in the one spot. Ah, almost. Alright. That loadout's not crazy damage. It's okay. And then we're
They
gonna
got a
have
sensor lock on me.
turrets on us. Well, 2 turrets blew locks. Be some chip damage. We are fine.
Confirmed.
Okay.
Yes, Commander.
We got lucky. We rolled not bad.
Good to go.
97, it would have to be 100 damage, which we could do.
Firing on target.
One of them missed.
What are your orders, Skipper?
Kill some turrets. That's what I would like, friend. I don't think I have to do that with them. 2 just to be sure, in case one misses. Hey, Sconce, how's it going? What do you mean by homebrew rule set? Is it a mod?
Need something, Chief?
It is not a mod.
Position confirmed.
I'll explain in just a moment.
Roger that.
Really? Sure. Whatever. Well, the turrets this thing's throwing at us are pretty much a joke, so... Whatever. Go away. I got all the time in the world.
Scratch another target.
Turrets can't run. Yeehaw. Okay. So let me tab out a little. I'm going to look over at chat. Maybe a Raven in the team? Well, it's going to come down to if I can find one, because buying stuff is hard. I'm playing the base game. Here we go. So, for those that haven't seen me, rawr. I'm playing the base game. And the base game has, it's got a campaign. I'm not doing the story. I'm doing the, you just kind of do you thing. You start out with basically nothing. You got a few mechs, you got a few people. That's it. Maybe some cash in the bank. That's all. Ah, scary face, roar. So it's a lot of time scrimping, saving, getting stuff, getting pieces of mechs, starting to build stuff. And I've got it set to the hardest that it's going to be, basically. You need 7 pieces to make a mech. Homebrew rule set. What is that? It's not huge, but in terms of attrition, if I have a mech that loses a piece, if I have a mech that loses
Hey there.
a part, an arm, or maybe it gets the torso, whatever, broken, you got 2 pieces come off, I have to take a salvage piece and scrap it for each part that I'm going to be replacing onto a mech of, a similar mech. So, there's 3 variants of Javelin. I'm not being particular. It doesn't have to be the exact variant of a Javelin, but it's got to be a Javelin part. So, for instance, if an arm gets ripped off my Vindicator, she's down. Unless I can find myself a Vindicator part to fix it with. So, as far as other homebrew stuff, I mean, I don't really have it too crazy. Mostly, that is honest to God, it's a lot. Eventually, X amount of months down the line, probably going to be maybe tougher or whatever, but for right now, it is tough. If you play Midway on the PTS, show you if Saipan Black will be a good choice. Saipan is not like the Midway. It is not like the Midway at all. It's similar to the Midway, but it is completely different. Saipan is extremely hard to play.
Affirmative.
Very powerful, but extremely hard to play. Alright, so if we take all the turrets, we're gonna get a
Turret
income
eliminated.
bonus.
Yup.
Can we have anybody else that get shots in on the turret? We do.
Engaging jump jet.
Not gonna be a lot of damage, but it's gonna be some. And I would prefer these things stop shooting me. You can do that. It's low. Another laser will take it.
Orders.
Oh, okay, we could shoot it from here. That is what we will do.
Affirmative.
Overkill is best kill. So you scrap the mech to show it getting repaired
One
part.
left target.
It's definitely a difficulty multiplier. I'll show you when we finish the mission. All right, so we don't see that, and I'm not going to finish it until we get the kill.
Engaging jump jets.
Whatever.
Engaging target.
Enemy structure damage, Commander.
We helped. I'm going to kill that before we finish the mission.
Ready to rock.
Engaging jump jets.
It's 100, so we just need all 4, which we're just not going to be able to get, so
Engaging target.
we do some damage,
Skipper.
Commander.
and you should be able to finish this off.
Copy that.
Turret, please.
Firing.
Right, there we go.
Turret destroyed.
Confirmed. How's it going?
But yeah, I'll explain it when we get back to the
Roger
ship.
that.
200.
Acknowledge.
I don't know why this parking garage is so
Ready to
critical,
rock.
but they really like their parking garages.
I'm rolling. Copy that.
Good shot, Commander.
One more.
Enemy structure down.
I could do this all day.
Yep.
Acknowledge, Commander.
Correct goggles.
Affirmative.
Almost down.
Waiting for orders. Firing.
Method
Alrighty.
inbound, Commander. I'll meet you at the LZ.
LZ is right at the base because there ain't nothing here, so
Mission successful.
if I wreck everyone's cars, how can anyone get to work? Good point, Crimson. So we get a small modifier. I half and halved it, which is going to work out to us. This was an extraordinarily easy mission, which was bizarre. Hopefully we strike with this other fire starter just for a little insurance, because we'll build a fire starter off this and we'll need a part just in case. Hey, here we go. That's gonna give us some insurance, which is great. Firestarter is a fucking wonderful mech, filled with damage and tons of structure. And it can have tons of jump jets. I mean, it's just...
You asked for.
It is a dangerous mech. It is absolutely a dangerous mech. But yeah, just to show the folks in here that are like, well, what are you talking about? I have a Centurion. We started with it. And it took a bad hit to the side, and I don't have Centurion parts, so can't fix it. Ain't got it. Yeah, I realize this game, you can throw cash at it and you can just magically invent mech parts from nowhere, but realistically in Battletech, you gotta have the stuff to be able to build it, otherwise it doesn't exist. You don't get to make mechs out of money. So, that's our thing. So we're definitely keeping an eye on all our storage stuff. I mean, I could impose other limits, like we could have a limited amount of storage stuff, but I don't think I have to go that crazy, but you know, if it gets to it, it gets to it. Mostly it's just in this game you can acquire so much stuff that you just automatically win because you're just overloaded with stuff. And that kind of sucks. First things first, all the armors ever. Up to 6 lasers. Alpha Strike would look like way too much damage. Yes, please. And then we've got several supports, which, to be fair, machine guns would not be a bad choice because we could use this to shred canopies on cockpits, which could be pretty amazing, to be honest. We'd blow through ammo like nobody's business, but we could absolutely do it. And we would have to shred some or shed some armor to do it, but I mean, just imagine if you've got just imagine you're throwing 30 rounds at a cockpit, you know, that's down. If any of those rounds hit, it's a pilot head hit. I mean, that's just huge. But if we instead go with the small lasers, which we absolutely could, because this thing is just nasty. We're 1.6 tons over. We could definitely make it work. But think about the throw weight on this. 150 plus an additional 120. 270 damage throw weight. Granted, the Alpha Strike on this is 108 heat. So realistically, it's a no. But wouldn't that just be extremely, extremely hilarious? The other thing is, I think she's got some pretty decent melee skills. Yeah, 45 damage on a melee strike, which is pretty tasty. So we're actually gonna put in machine guns. And we actually have a bonus machine gun there, which we do. Plus 5 shots. Ammo. It's 1 ton for 200 rounds. 200 rounds. We throw 10. I'm actually missing one. Well, we could use flamers. Flamers 5 damage, 10 heat. Could crowd control with that. Although I think there's a limited amount of ammo. Yeah, you get 4 shots before like you run out, because it used to just be infinite. So this could be kind of nice, but we do have more machine guns. So if we're setting up with this, we have a lot of close-in damage. We don't have to use the medium lasers if we don't want to. I'd really prefer almost more ammo, because 200 rounds, that's 10, 20, 35 rounds per turn, which means we have basically 2 turns worth of ammo. I think we shed 2 medium lasers, and then we look into dropping some ammo weight or some armor weight. So we do have a lot of structure. Well, we probably want to keep the arms safe. Maybe we'll over armor that and under armor that a little. Possible. Usable. That's a whole lot of throw weight. Do we have any better medium lasers or no? We do not. Just not a huge surprise. Heat efficiency is slightly better with the 4. I don't really think we can fit more on there. Alpha Strike's going to be kind of high, but we don't have to fire all the lasers. But we could punch somebody in the face and just, you know, just chisel. Missed a machine gun. Probably better to put the plus machine gun in the torso, less likely to get lost. That is true, but you do get an accuracy bonus for something in an arm. So theoretically, that's a plus 5% chance to hit. It is a little riskier, not gonna lie, but it is a plus chance to hit. So I mean, if it's gonna shoot more, I might as well get the most out of it. All right, 8 days to build it. I think that's cool.
On it.
That's gonna
Know
be
when that's done.
that's gonna be mean whenever that comes out of the bay, I guess. So we are running full difficulty everything. And you might see this 2 skull and think, well, that's probably just some light mechs and maybe a medium mech. This 2 skull is more likely mostly medium mechs with a large mech or 2. So, yeah. I don't know if I can do this, especially because I don't have speed. And I'm not going to be able to chase down a convoy. And there is no way in hell that I am dicking with 2.5 skulls right now. The answer is never. Good news is we scrounged up some cash. We got ourselves another mech, so if we take some bad hits, we'll still be able to survive. Do we have anything in the area that is not awful? Okay, we got skull and a halves. Jamestown, former Star League, medium moderate population, inner sphere, high gravity, Arctic world. That's going to be great for us because we have so many damn lasers. We'll go with Samantha. I used to date a girl named Samantha.
Engines primed. All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity.
Okay, so medbay's doing medbay stuff, Firestarter's doing Firestarter stuff, and the refit harness is finishing up. We were almost out of money before we landed on that planet. So that was okay. We'll just keep waiting for the jump ship. But before we're gonna commit, we're gonna look at what the contracts are in the system. We don't need to fly all the way over to the planet just to get disappointed. No, thank you.
Undocked from jump ship. We're clear.
Okay, what do you got for me? Basic, please. Okay. You got 3 that I'm looking at. I'm not doing 2.5. 4 actually. 4 possible. That is a shitload of money. That is an epic shitload of money. How bad is this gonna be? Woo. If that has reinforcements, that goes up over $1 mil. 5 out of 20 salvage, 5 out of 20 salvage. Defend a base. Well, that's not necessarily bad because they'll have something else to shoot at other than me. So that might actually work out well. Especially in a salvage operation because, well, if stuff gets broken, they're not going to pay as much. Capture base. Alright, I'm good for this. Let's see the store. This is what, inner sphere level civilization or whatever? Oh my dear god. This has the battle computer, which does something sexy. +1 initiative for all lance units. Fully assembled, only 31 million. Right. Well, we ain't got that kind of cash. Do we have Centurion parts? Wouldn't it be nice to get the Centurion back up? Hey, another machine gun. That's definitely a thing. Yes, please. Comm system. +1 resolve. Okay. Never used a mortar. I think that's kind of newer. Yeah, alright, well, whatever. So nothing amazing there.
Ready to rock.
Merchant. A double merchant. Interesting.
Yeah, Commander.
He was really, really all about the merchant.
Good to go.
Petty criminal.
Reporting.
Poor.
Receiving you.
I'm here.
Pirate recruit. I don't know. Well, whatever. We'll make our way in. And harnesses are going to finish, so we're going to need to think about...
Upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
What are we going to do now? So if we want the better drives, we're spending 60 days before we can get there. Not a joke. If we want the beta pod, it's almost $1 mil, but we have some money to burn. We potentially have some jobs. We even have some mechs to burn up, which is, I mean, it could be nice. Bill comes due probably before we land, so that's a thing. But the beta pod is going to unlock training modules. That could be pretty cool. Beta mod's also going to unlock med bay, which could be nice because we've been kind of getting chewed up a little. But I do think if we can stick it out with some stuff here, I think that protects us from like some really weird, crazy bad events and stuff going on. But how many more bays do we need? We still got 4. We got room. We got room. We don't need the 3rd bay up yet. Honestly, we're probably pretty okay with that. I might actually go for the beta module to get the advanced med bay online, or even better, to get the training pods up. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just going to be expensive, but that's okay.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Sometimes shit's expensive. Bold move going to the 1.5 skull area with the lance you got. Yeah. Yep. 700,000. Gotta be smoking crack. Yeah. So that's one of the other sadnesses. We were able to kind of like push that morale up while we were still super cheap, but now we're starting to collect mechs, and we've got some pilots that are also kind of expensive. So we don't really have that luxury anymore. All right. Not excited about the 1.5s, but if we got to make it happen. Urban. I don't think I've actually fought in an urban environment before. Interesting. All right, so it's a battle for a lot of money and not a lot of salvage. What does that mean? It means I pick the money, I guess. That's too much money to turn down. This is the most armor I have. Oh wait, outside of the fire starter. Fire starter 600 armor. Javelin's got a lot of lasers, but the fire starter's got more. I think we're gonna go with that. We have a bulwark here. Can we even use that? We might be able to use that. Let's get that on the fire starter, because this is probably going to be up close and personal. And this is the one with the better laser, so we'll do that. And behold the power of prayer.